morning. I just want to make this video because there was something on my heart this morning, and this has happened to me in person before, and I just feel like I gotta say it because woo, this is a lot. Okay, so I was on Instagram. I was on Instagram, like scrolling through like the explore page. I come across Baller Alerts post, and it's about a Washington Redskins Lyndon Antonio Trail asked his followers, why do black athletes marry white women? So you already know where this video is going because it's about to be some trash. So then a Miami Dolphins player responded, who is this? Maserati Rick? I don't know if this is his real name is Maserati Rick or this is like his screen name for something on Twitter. But it says, the answer is simple, brother. Skirt, first things first. He's like starting this whole paragraph like he's about to say some real profound factual things, and he's not. It's real simple, bro. Okay, Hotep. Most of the sisters were raised in broken homes, and they don't have proper guidance to how they should treat a man. Okay, so where are your facts saying that most black women grow up in broken homes? Because my home was pretty unbroken, and my home was nice. And almost all my friends have both parents in the life. So where are your facts? Where are the receipts? Where are the receipts?
No way. No way. I want to see the receipts.
The biggest difference is a white woman knows her position and accepts her role as a woman and lets her man lead. Okay. Black woman believes it's 50-50. Am I not? Is a relationship not supposed to be 50-50? I'm confused as to where you got the relationship that what kind of relationships you supposed to be in? Because if you're not giving me, like, how is it not half and half? Like how? Black women are stubborn, closed-minded, and always want to argue and be the boss. Men don't like that shit, especially if you're successful. Young black athletes are looking for a woman to submit, to do their part, and they handle business. Men needs peace of mind, and you don't get that with black women. See, now, this is where you're wrong, sir. Black women are stubborn. Black women always have attitudes. These are like all the... Like, this is what we have to live with as black women, and we are taught this at a very young age that we're not allowed to express our emotions, or we're not allowed to express our disappointment, our anger, because we'll get labeled black angry black woman, or you have a really bad attitude, or you're just being super aggressive right now. I remember when I was in elementary school,
we had like lines, we would walk in lines and stuff, and we all had rolly backpacks because that was a cool thing. And this kid behind me was a black kid. He kept kicking my bag, and like he would like kick my rolly bag. And, you know, my rolly bag was my like pride and joy because that was the cool thing to have. And he kept kicking my bag, so I asked him, I was like, "Hey, can you stop kicking my bag?" And he kept kicking it. So then I like falcon kicked. I wind up my whole leg for this kick, and I kicked the crap out of his bag. And I'm the one getting in trouble because I'm the one that's aggressive, and I was being the catalyst in the fight or whatever. And I'm the one who got in trouble and got to call home. And I'm like, but he was just kicking my back 3 times, and you didn't 3-4 times, you didn't say anything to him, but I kicked his back once. And it's like, oh, look at this black little girl, she's so aggressive, we need to do something with her.
And that's like what we have to like live with, and I just don't understand that. Like we're not allowed to express our disappointment, our anger without being labeled as undesirable or uncouth or ghetto or ratchet. And that's not fair. It's really not fair. Yeah, that part, stubborn, closed-minded, and we always want to argue. So this is my thing. I think I hear a lot of black men say this when they're like talking about this conversation, is that when like we always want to argue, we always want to have this battle, and we always want to be the boss, and they want someone to submit to them. Okay, see, the thing is, black women, we're not like against submission, but I'm not submitting to anything. Like, I'm not going to submit to trash. Like, you want to do us wrong, you want to cheat on us, you want to lie to us, and then you want us to sit back and take it like, oh baby, it's okay. Like, no, I'm gonna call you out on your BS because you lying to me and you acting stupid out here. Like, I don't understand why y'all just want us to like be doormats, pretty much. And that's not gonna happen. Like, it's like, oh, they don't know how to treat a man. They haven't learned how to treat a man from their mom. My mom is not a doormat to my daddy at all. And she has submitted to my father, but she knows if he's lying or if he's saying something stupid, she's gonna call him out. Like, it's not, and he's not seeing it as, oh my God, this black woman is really getting on my nerves. It's like, no, you need to be called out. Like, I'll submit to you, like, we'll submit to you, but y'all want us to be submitting to trash. Like, y'all want us to be submitting to drug dealers who lied on us or boys who are cheating on us, like, and y'all just want, well, you just can't submit. Well, no, I can submit. I'm just not going to submit to trash like you. Okay, that's the thing. I'm not submitting to trash. Like, y'all want us to just submit to anything, and then when we don't, it's like, oh, angry black woman, or oh, she always want to argue, she always want to fight. Well, maybe you should work on shit yourself so we won't have to argue with you and we won't have to fight with you because we have this understanding. I just don't get it. It frustrates me, and it happened in college to me.
In college, I was me and my friend were out like at a bar or something, and then we went back. We were hanging out with some of the kids on the basketball team. We went back to their apartment to like hang out and chill afterwards. It wasn't anything like that. So we were like hanging around talking. I don't know how we got on the subject of like black women, or I think we were talking about dating or something. I think we were talking about like butts or something. I don't know. I really don't know how we got this conversation. But the first strike was this guy was like, ooh, I don't date dark skinned women because they ugly. They all ugly. All dark skinned women are ugly. And me, I'm light skinned, so I acknowledge the fact that I have light skin privilege. But I was like, wait, like, you, what? Like, you know all the dark skinned women in the world, and you think they all ugly. Like, you think Kelly Rowland is ugly. Like, you crazy. You think Gabrielle Union is ugly, Lupita Nyong'o, like, they all ugly? Oh, okay. So I just let that go because I wasn't about to argue with it, and So then we keep talking. Whew. And this man, so, I'm gonna let you know that I'm the only black woman in the room. So, he's like, and this is a black guy telling me this. He's like, oh yeah, like, I just don't like black girls. They just do too much. Like, I never date a black girl. And I'm like, this is uncomfortable for me because I'm the only one who's in a position to defend the black women, being myself. So I'm like, wait, like, we do, like, what do you mean we just do too much? He's like, oh yeah, they always got an attitude and yada yada yada. And I was like, are you serious? And like, he was dead serious. And I got real mad and I walked out of the apartment and I walked out and I left my friend because she wasn't defending me, but I didn't expect her to. I think she was just really uncomfortable because things were coming to a head. So I just like stormed out. I was like, this is crazy. Like, I can't believe you just said that. Like, I'm a black woman. You just said that straight to my face that you won't even date black women because we do too much or whatever. So I didn't talk to him after that. Stormed out. And we got into a little altercation on Twitter because it was a thread that I retweeted or something, and it was, if you think dark-skinned women are ugly or something like that. And I like retweeted it with like the caption like, oh, I wish one of my followers would understand this, or then we wouldn't have this argument. And then he replied and he was like, oh, next time just at me. And then so I went off. Because I really didn't mess with him. I didn't mess with him at this time. Like, I didn't want to talk to him. I didn't want to see him. Because I felt like that was, like, such a slap in the face to say to my face, oh, black women are just too much. They're undesirable. I don't want to date them. I only date white women. So, okay, whatever. And him being on the basketball team, he is a public figure of sorts. Because our city, I mean, it wasn't small. But it was a little small. It wasn't like a big college town. But it was like everybody knew the basketball team. So I wasn't, like, as much as I wanted to put him out there, I didn't want to. But then he made me when he replied. So I replied, I was like, oh, well, I didn't want to put your business out there because, you know, you're on the basketball team and you got people looking up to you, but since you want to go there with me, and I added his name, I was like, he don't like black women, he thinks black women do too much, like, and I just put it out there, and he was like, oh, something about, like, oh, you want attention or something, and I kept going in, and I was like, oh, I guess I'm doing too much right now, though, right? Oh, okay, and then he got in trouble for it, and I was like, I told you not.
Let me get back to the post. It says, how would I be a better football player if I'm not coachable? Black women are not coachable. Let's put it that way. Not being a professional athlete, I am super coachable, especially when it comes to volleyball. But he's talking about, then it goes on to say, man, I'm tired of they ass. And the thing is with these kind of comments is that when we defend ourselves from these comments, it's like, oh, you're just furthering the point that you always want to argue and that you guys always have an attitude. So I'm like, what do you want us to do? So you think it's okay to bash the whole race of black women like this and think you're not going to get any backlash, and then when you do get backlash, we're all, like, all of the women who are giving you backlash are all just angry black women? Like, how does that work? It goes back to, like, we can't express our anger, we can't express our disappointment without being labeled something, and it's really unfair. And we always get this when we try to defend ourselves from things like this, it's like, oh, you're just look at you, you're just proving my point that you guys always have attitude. So you just want us to sit back and take all the bullshit that y'all put us through on a daily? Like, and the guys who are saying this, they mamas is black. Like, your mom is black. Like, your mama is black. Like, you came from a black woman. And you have the nerve and the unmitigated gall to say that, oh, black women do too much and y'all are so undesirable. Was your mother undesirable when your dad was sticking it with her? Obviously not. I don't want to date your kind, mom, because y'all just do too much. Like, would you honestly say that? No, you wouldn't. And then there are some comments that are like, they're like trying to take up for these kind of statements, and oh, they have a preference, and like everybody has a preference. You can't get mad at them for having a preference. And the thing is with that is that, like, I understand having a preference because I have preferences. I want someone tall. I would prefer someone dark. I like tall, dark, and handsome. That's my type. So I prefer guys that are tall. I have a preference towards taller guys. I have a preference towards black men in general. I'm not saying that preferences are bad because obviously everybody has their preferences. But the thing is, like, my preferences aren't based in anything but what I like, if that makes sense. So a lot of black men who say dumb stuff like this, they back it up by saying, well, I have a preference. I just prefer white women because black women don't. Or I prefer white women because black women aren't or are. My preference for black men is because I love black men. Like, I think black men are the most gorgeous, beautiful, sexiest things on the planet. I think they're just amazing. Like, I just love black men. That has nothing to do with any other race's men. Like, this has nothing to do with white men. It has nothing to do with the Hispanics. Nothing to do with Asian, any other race. This has nothing to do with those men. But whenever you hear a black man say this, their preference is always based on black women. So I only date white women because black women have too much attitude, or only date Asian women because black women don't know how to submit. So if your preference is white woman, it needs to be based in white women. You feel me? I have preferences based on what someone else isn't. And a lot of black men have these preferences for white women or other races based on the fact that black women aren't enough for you, or don't do enough for you, or are undesirable in some aspect, way, shape, or form. I just can't get behind it's just a preference thing, because no, it's not a preference thing. Like, if you wanna date a white woman, tell me, like, give me reasons why you want to date a white woman without putting down a black woman, and then I'll be fine with it. I mean, I'm already fine with you putting us down and then dating a white woman anyway, because we don't need you. We don't want you on our team. But, like, give me a reason behind that has nothing to do with black women. Absolutely nothing. That's just a false narrative, and it's pushed to us by the media. You got Love and Hip Hop, all the housewife stuff, all that stuff it just further perpetuates the stereotype that, oh, black women are always aggressive, we always want to fight over a man, or we don't know how to treat a man, or like we always on a hunted, we always want to turn up. Like, no, that's not the truth. Like, not all black women always have attitudes. Not all black women are undesirable. Not all black women are just always on 100 or ghetto or ratchet. Like, not all black women are like that. And when they say things like that and make assumptions like that, it puts us all in a box, and it speaks for the whole race, and that's just not true. And it's really sad, because when unfortunate stuff happens, like unarmed shootings or wrongful imprisonments and stuff, who's on the front lines defending you and trying to do right by you? It's the black women that we always are and always have been. And we do that in spite of how you guys talk about us and how you guys bash us. And I really don't know a more resilient group of women, because we're constantly talked about by black men for being undesirable for some reason. uncouth or whatever. And then we have, you know, society's telling us we're undesirable, like we need to, the way our hair grows out of our scalp isn't pretty. We have all these things stacked against us, and we still are there for everybody. And you want like Becky or Sarah to do your job, like to be your wife, but when y'all getting shot up in the streets, do you see Becky and Sarah making posts on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, tweeting hashtag your name, protesting for you? Like, Becky and Sarah are in a nice little white privilege bubble, chilling on the couch. But who out there on the front lines for you? Shaquana, LaQuisha, like, we are. And y'all still treat us like shit. Like, black men are just amazing, because we get thrown all type of shit at us, and we just be like, okay, let's just keep it moving, because you know it is what it is. Like, there's so many respectable black women out here that, like, when guys say that, I just don't understand. I'm like, your scope is so small that you don't see the myriad of black women who are out here being amazing and doing amazing things, and who aren't this stereotypical angry black woman, always on 100, always want to argue, never want to submit. Like, we're just not all like that. But that's the end of that. That's my rant. I know it was a lot. It was a long. But I just had it on my heart because I saw this and I was like, this that trash. This that garbage that we talking about, because we always getting talked down on, especially from black men. Especially from black men. You still have black men who are just like, ooh, black women. Even though you came out of a black woman's, womb, but you trying to say, ugh, black woman. Okay, side eye to you. Moving on. That's it. So I hope you enjoyed my little rant, my talk about black people in the culture. All the black men that I associate myself with don't think like this. So I know it's not all of the black women, all of the black men who do think this. I obviously know it's not true, but there's a good handful of men who think this, and you can't really do anything to change it because they already have their mind set up. They already had the mind made up about how they think about black women, how they expect us to act, and as much as you want to argue and like try to disprove it, they're always going to be like, well, you're just furthering my point that you're just always argumentative. So, side-eye them and move on with your life, girl, because you're beautiful. That was my rant. I hope you enjoyed it. And maybe I'll be back with another rant. Who knows? Who knows?